participate in Venice in a project called Relief Project, Progetto Sollievo, and it's to help to support family that has a member with Alzheimer or dementia. So it happened, so to help the family, these people with this problem, they go for 2 hours every week in a center. And so they do different activities, and we do 1 hour kite. I propose, and the director was very happy, and she said, yes, let's do something. So I discovered something in this. I did maybe 10 times, something like this. So first thing that I discovered that we have to work with our heart, because we can have a program, we can have idea to do something, but then we have to see who is there, what is their capacity, what they can do, what they cannot do, what they like, what touch them, because we have to connect to these different people. So really working with the heart, doesn't matter your project, your program, what you have in mind can change completely. And also at the beginning, I thought to use some slow music, and I did. But then by chance, one day came in the telephone fast music, and immediately one say, ah, beautiful. And another start to move the feet with this fast music. So I start to use also fast music, and it was very interesting. They were more like activated by this. So that was really a discovery. So I will say some point of this work, what I think it's important, and then we can try some, I will also show a clip, and then we can try some movement. So the importance of circle, like Christiane already say, because in this way we all can see each other, and also these people can see the other, not stay only in their dimension, but be in contact with other. I was putting my speaker in the center, and the challenge was not to throw the speakers. I said, don't destroy my speaker, please. Keep the circle. No? So they pay attention not to step on them. That was not easy, really, to keep the circle for them. They were walking and then going closer, and I was joking a bit, I said, oh, my speaker, please pay attention to the center. So keeping the circle is already something. And but one important point is the rhythm. So doesn't matter which step, doesn't matter we clap, we do with feet, but for me it was important they enter in the rhythm and in the melody. And this is something that they can do, really. And now there are a lot of studies and using of what we call music therapy, because the music, the sound connect with some area of the brain that are not touched by this kind of disease, by dementia or Alzheimer. So this area of the brain remain intact until the end. So the music and the sound is really a good tool to connect to them. And also the proof was the second time I went, they didn't remember me. So I have to introduce again myself. I'm Adriana. Okay, nice to meet you. When I put the music that I used the first time, I start with the same music, especially one person start to dance. I put Soyarelo, and this person start to move exactly with the same movement I taught the week before. So she didn't remember me, but with the music, she could move. So that was very interesting and touching. So really the melody is important. And then movement I simplify, of course. I discovered that it's easier for them to open one arm than to open both, for example. And the puppet movement they can do very easily, at least this group I was working with, for them was very easy to do this. And then we were also clapping. Sometimes we were only sitting and clapping or using our feet with the rhythm. We will see later. And the movement that I do, I try also to help stretching. So when we open one arm, I say try to open more, to stretch the body, because at that age we the tendency is to become smaller. So I think this movement of opening that we do sitting or standing really helps to stretch and also help the breathing. So one person, for example, is always like this as they open, look at me, don't look down, look at me, so slowly can change, really very slow. The process is not that fast, but every little thing they do different than usual, I think is a really good, a big gain they can have. And also the joy, because at the end they are always happy, and I'm also very happy. I don't know, there is something that's very interesting and joyful in sharing with them. And then basic step, of course, I don't explain the basic step, but for example, Soyarelo, instead of basic, we just walk. We do just walking with the rhythm. For me, more important, they keep the rhythm than they do the basic step. And they can do, because I really saw the rhythm they can do. Then they distract and they lose. And then part of my work is also to call them, come back, look my arm, no, don't call it back, don't go far with the mind. So this is one of their problems. And so the exercise is also to remain there continuously. Of course, it's not continuously, but come back. When they go, I have to call them and come back. So, and also I never force them, especially physically. Sometimes one say, I don't want to dance. This I force a bit if I see that is not connected with some physical problem. But of course, if there are physical problems, I respect, we cannot force. But maybe it's just the mood, no, I don't want. Then I force a little bit and then it mood change. So it's very interesting also to discover how much you can do, how much you can force. Just a little bit is good, too much, no, of course. And yes, and alternating dancing, moving, I mean standing and sitting, because they get tired very soon, but not necessarily very soon, but must pay attention to all these little details. So should listen carefully what they present and yes, watch them, where they are. One more thing I want to say, sometimes I ask them to use the voice to follow the melody, because at the beginning I thought these songs, Tibetan song, for them is something really unusual. Maybe they don't like, but they enjoy. And I asked them to sing just la, 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 just to follow the melody and to enter in the rhythm. And so, and we do sometimes, and I see they like. And sometimes we also close the session, we did a couple of times, with some Venetian songs, because especially one person is like this, is there, and then suddenly say something totally different that has nothing to do with what we are doing. One day start to sing a Venetian song, and then I say, okay, let's sing all together. And we finish with this chorus of Venetian song, remembering the word. That also was very interesting, not to remember the word. We look in internet so we could sing together. So sometimes I give space also for their memories with their songs and their music. Once even we danced rock and roll, because one lady, she was a dancer before, she liked to dance and said, rock and roll. I said, okay, let's put on rock and roll. And we did all together rock and roll. That was also very interesting. So this is why I say, have a program, but be ready to change it, because more important is they are happy, they feel good, they move, and we are doing something together. So we see this little clip of sitting. We were sitting that moment because one person has some problem on the back, on the leg. Yes, very short, but it's interesting to see, the difference. But they keep the rhythm, really. That is really very good. So one way I use is to slow down some movement, even with fast music. For example, this Namla Karma that we hear, you know, the movement when we are, you can stand with the same music that we listen. So remember the dance. Yeah, we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and this for them is not easy to do for this group, at least. Then people are very different, of course. So I did slower the steps. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this I saw they could do very easily. So instead of doing 4 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, just slow down. 1, 2, 3, 4. But with that music that I saw they enjoy. This I saw they can do easily, going up and down with one arm, more than using both arms. And as I said before, when there is basic stepping, so Yarelo and other dances, we just walk. So instead of doing 1, 2, 3 up, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just keeping walking and moving. And then I was stressing the arm, as I said before, bring your arm up to the ceiling, look up sometimes, to have them not to stay like this, and alternating. For some is easy to understand alternating, some not, so need also some help. Sometimes there is one person, for example, that I really help with my arms to dance, because he wants, but it's kind of not easy for him to move. So I really take his hands, some moment I help to move. Soft way, of course, without forcing, and it's really very, very nice, because there is also this contact, and at the end they are really happy. So now we do a little experiment also with our group here. We take our chairs and we do something on the chairs, because the point is choosing simple dances, but then there are some beautiful melody that maybe have more complicated dances, as we say before, Cristiana and Martina said, and we can simplify to have a nice sound, a nice melody, but simplifying movement. So we did, last time we did Lasoghi Draw Call, that for those who know the dance, there are many mudra, but of course we do nothing of that part. But we start with the clapping and just something simple. I will show. And we can do together. Okay, we don't close the circle. Also, we are not so many, but doesn't matter, you understand the principle. Okay, Lasoghi Draw Call starts with this clapping. Start with clapping. No, one female start right hand, male left. And because that last time we were exactly same number of female and male, that was perfect. No, so with the situation, I thought, okay, we do Lasoghi Draw Call, and I say female. Let's say now we are alternating. I'm female, Katka, female, Bara, female, and we have 3 male. So we are perfectly 6. So female, like me, move right hand first, and male move left, and then we do opposite. So already to do this was not easy. We try, then we manage. So with the first part of Lasoghi Draw Call, we did like this, one hand, and then the other hand. So like in the real dance, is like this. So we managed to do. And then when there is music, I gave the rhythm, very simple way, moving our feet like this. Front, back, alternating one foot and the other. So for a while they can keep, then they distract, then they come back. And we did part of the dance like this, only feet, to catch the rhythm. Then I had arms, and then it was not easy to do both for them. to do arms and legs. So when we move right leg, open right arm, and back and arm down, and then left and arm down, right arm down, left arm down. For us, seems easy. I know that beginners not always so easy, even for us, but it's not too easy for them. We have to really be patient. And then another thing that I had, also to listen when there is only music or when they sing. So it means that they have also to listen, and it's not so something so immediately. So we did also this. First I exercise, I say, now we listen to the song. When the singer sings, let's see who recognize first when she sings. Then they have to pay attention. This is very simple things, but I found it practical and useful. And every time was, she's singing. Okay, very good. Then nobody pay attention. They are distracted. And they say, but they are singing. Yes, they are singing. So come back. And then next, they pay attention. She's singing. Okay, very good. So play, no? Also we play a little bit like this. So now we can do part of the song and the dance, doing first the clapping, and then we do the arm and the foot, the same when there is only music, okay? And then when she sings, we can do also keep the rhythm, let's try, and clapping. So we clap when she sings, okay? Okay, we do. Yeah, I want to stress the fact that for us it's easy now, really, and then for them it's not so need a lot of patience, and also to understand what is the point that we can work, because every person is different, has different capacity, and I try to use also, no? So there is not like a fixed suggestion, like general point that I said before, but then we have to see the situation, what people can do, they can almost do, we can support to find again back some of their capacity. So every situation is different.